you're asking about solving this question, and I assume you get it to sine x equals this plus or minus. And the key here is that when you take the square root of both sides, you have to remember to do plus and minus. It's going to kind of help with finding all of the solutions here. And when you say the sine inverse, just clear this out, I'm in radians, so I have inverse sine of 0.877, no, 0.774, right? That's the right value, 0.774. We end up with 0.886, or I get 0.885. In this answer key, it was 0.886, very close either way. And we need to remember our reference angles here and the fact that it's positive and negative, right? Because the sine is positive, the sign here is positive, the sign is negative, the sign is negative, and because this can be positive or negative, we're not just taking into account this radian angle of 0.886. We also have to have a reference angle here of 0.886, and we have a reference angle here of 0.886, and we have a reference angle here. So we need to think of a way, because we're asked to describe all of the solutions, we need to think of what's the easiest way. Well, if I start here and I add pi to it, I'm going to get this terminal point, right? To add pi from here is going to get me around to here. So that's why we have 0.886 plus pi n, so that I keep getting these repeats. Now we have to think, okay, what's a way to get this repeating answer? And we don't want to add whatever this radians is in between here. That would be too complicated. So what if we just said, okay, I'm at I want this angle here, so 3.14 minus 0.886. So 3.14, that's pi, or I could say pi, right? If I don't want to round it, I could say pi minus 0.886, 2.255, and then we can see that's where this other number comes from, 0.255. And now it's easy for me because I can just add pi in again. And now I can get all of those values, right? And if you wanted to graph this, you could graph this whole equation and see how the answers repeat. You could try doing that in Desmos. All right, let me know if that helps. If not, I'll try again.